epoch. Yes, this week the dramatic conclusion of Avengers vs. X-Men hits with its final issue as we head toward the launch of Marvel Now. We have experienced a myriad of emotions through this game-changing series, and if you aren't up to date on your AVX, then spoiler warning. We have lost one of the greatest men in the Marvel Universe, Professor X, Charles Xavier. What are your guys' favorite Xavier moments? What are you gonna miss most about Chuck? Tell me down below in the comments section. Starting next week, Marvel Now is bringing together the biggest creators in the industry and your favorite superheroes to create all new ongoing series beginning with new #1s. I've said it before, I'll say it again. It's not a reboot. We are embracing both past and future with all new #1s. Perfect for hardcore fans and noobs alike. Keep a lookout for Point One #1 on October 17th, which is going to set the roadmap for where the Marvel Universe is headed with Marvel Now. And though the Mighty M hasn't yet released too many official details, let's take a look at the slew of exciting new cover art being released, featuring the faces of Cable, Loki, Nick Fury, Ant-Man, and Nova. So what are you guys hoping to see in the upcoming Point One? Tell me in the comment section down below. And in movie news, we have the first official photo from the Wolverine starring Hugh Jackman coming in 2013. Logan is ripped as ever as he hits the streets of Japan, where he will encounter a certain mysterious figure. But whether that figure also has 8-pack abs still remains to be seen. Look out for the Wolverine hitting theaters in July of 2013. And now it's time for the Fantastic Five. Everybody knows that the Phoenix Force has hit AVX, so I caught up with the Phoenix Five and I got them to share with me the top 5 hardest things about hosting the Phoenix Force. And here they are. Oh, you know, just the constant urge to tear apart the fabric of the earth and start anew. Sharing consciousness with Scott and Emma means listening to a lot of bickering. Everybody assumes that you're from Arizona because of Phoenix, Arizona, if you didn't get that joke. A burning sensation everywhere. Sure, it's awesome being telepathic, but sometimes you just don't want to know what your mom feels about George Clooney. And now it's time for the watch list, where I give you my top picks for books hitting comic stores and the Marvel Comics app this Wednesday, October 3rd. First up, Avengers vs. X-Men #12 by Jason Aaron with art by Adam Kubert. Welcome to the dramatic conclusion of AVX. The Avengers and the X-Men finally come together to face the Dark Phoenix. But is it enough to stop the destroyer of planets? Can the Scarlet Witch and Hope put aside their differences long enough to stop it? You're not going to want to miss this universe-changing issue. Next up, Daredevil End of Days #1 of 8 in this new limited series by Brian Michael Bendis and David Mack with art by Klaus Janson. Daredevil has reached his end of days. Yes, the man with no fear is no more. And reporter Ben Ulrich must find out the real story. Scoop, there it is. And in a one-shot, Minimum Carnage Alpha #1 by Cullen Bunn and Chris Yost with art by Lan Medina. Beginning with this issue and running through both Venom and Scarlet Spider titles, Symbiote fans are not going to want to miss this awesome Venom Scarlet Spider vs. Carnage team-up. The freshly escaped Cletus Kasady is doing what he does best, be a crazy, murdering psychopath. But hey, everybody's got to have a special talent. And finally, The Amazing Spider-Man #695 by Dan Slott and Christos Gage with art by Giuseppe Camuncoli. Hey, they say 2 hobgoblins are better than 1, unless of course you're Peter Parker, that is. Madam Web is seeing a not-so-bright future ahead, and it's not hard to see why when a story gets published in the Bugle that might just blow Peter's cover. Hey, but what do they say? Bad press is better than no press, right? And now it is time for Amazing Fantasy Showdown, where we throw down on who we want to showdown. Carnage is back and Daredevil is at his end of days, but what Red Devil would win in an all-out fight between the two? Be sure to tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. And watch the next episode to see if your comment was watched on The Watcher. And special thanks to YouTube commenter Justin Bragg 31, who answered my question last week about who you'd like to see Miles Morales face off against, saying, I want Miles to face a new version / type of Venom that will match him in every way and brings him to his greatest challenge yet. Well, they do both look great in black. Do you want to talk shop with me? Show me your tweets, send me your questions, comments, and Cyclops sitcoms on Twitter at Lorraine Cink. And don't forget to play this week's Twitter game with me by replacing one word in the name of a sitcom with Cyclops. And hashtag it, Cyclops sitcoms, hashtag The Watcher. And shout out to John Bander for playing last week's Twitter game with me, Iron Man Ironies, saying, hated being kidnapped in the Middle East, loved the shawarma, Iron Man Ironies. See you next time, true believers. I am Lorraine Cink for Marvel, your universe.
And if you're not watching The Watcher, then you best have an excuse. 'Cause The Watcher, yeah, it's always watching you. Jimmy Woo, Con Man, Emma Frost, and me.
Marvel, your universe.